Welcome back. Oh, go ahead.
Welcome back to Dark Souls 3. We did start the fire.
As you can see, the binoculars, so I could precision aim my axe. These will be important later. Much later, when I remember I have them.
They're more important to me when I realized just that I was going for a ranged playthrough of Dark Souls 1.
So you guys will appreciate the audio being turned way the hell down for you in this section, because... You know what, if you're playing this game after me at some point, turn the audio down for this section, maybe. If you like your ears.
I generally
Just
do.
a bunch of horrid shrieking.
Oh, you'll see in a second.
Yeah, if I want to punish my ears, I'm anxious to see what this will be. Oh no! Dear God! Roberta Williams, stop!
Hordes of enemies slowly walking at me. Good. Yep, this can't possibly, be a thing.
Oh, like it has been in every Souls-like game?
Some of them have bows.
Yep.
Oh, you have learned the ways of combat. Now handle combat against 7 people! They've all got knives. Wibbly, 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 wibbly.
I mean, you fought giant lizards, so you're ready for shambling hordes now.
So when does the dragon show up?
Right there.
Nice to know some things don't change. Mothric.
Oh, time itself congealed.
By the flame, he's killed the frame rate!
So he doesn't just breathe on that top section.
No, I know.
Shit.
No, I noticed that the ground on the bottom was also burned. Presumably it also killed all those other guys that were over there.
Yes. So the nice thing about the bottom fire is it doesn't damage you while walking through it, unlike sometimes the top fire.
Sometimes.
So your goal here is to run through between him breathing on things. Also to figure out the timing, so you can actually run through while he's breathing on things.
Now, as a theoretical question, is it possible to sit here and start plinking at him? Or does the game just give you no opportunity to,
It is. I couldn't if I wanted to right now.
Yes, remember, he still doesn't have enough dex to actually equip the bow.
Yes.
Yeah, because in the first Dark Souls, they gave you the option to, plink at the dragon.
If you wanted to be that kind of guy.
Well, no, that's the thing. They patched it so that when he gets to a certain point, he'll stick his head under his wing and heal himself to full, and there's nothing you can do about it. You have to fight him on the bridge no matter what.
Yes.
If they did, they patched it after I played it, because I shot him to death.
If he's on the bridge, fine. If he's on, the platform where he roasts the entire bridge, nah.
I gotta admire your ability to roll upstairs, by the way.
Yep.
Yes.
You briefly become Sonic.
In case you're
those core muscles.
In case you're wondering, yes, those are legitimate rolls. I can't block his fire. Obviously.
No.
Not with this shield.
Not with any shield. It goes around your shield.
Who knew that a heater shield was not a defense against flamethrowers?
Well, of course not. You would need a cooler shield.
God damn it. I should have realized I was pitching that.
And this area introduces us to my Waterloo enemy, the Lothric Knight.
Your Waterloo.
That's kind of everyone's enemy, isn't it? Aren't they the big beefy black enemies that?
No,
are
they're the Black
ones?
Knights. Black Knights are pussies.
Black Knights are easy as hell.
So Lothric Knights are aggressive as hell.
Clearly. Ding!
Yep.
Alright, hey dragon, how's it going? Just murked that fool.
I assume they fill the old niche the Black Knights did, though, in terms of a powerful enemy you could encounter alone.
No. Not in the least.
Oh, they come in pairs, probably, right?
They can if you're really stupid.
Also, they presumably respawn.
Yes, they respawn.
Okay, so they're more like the Balder Knights.
Yeah, kind of like the Boulder Knights, only much more difficult.
Yes, by virtue of I can tell just from this fight. Ding! Since, they don't telegraph their moves 4.5 hours before actually attacking.
Yes. No, they are fairly aggressive, and it also doesn't help the fact that my shield is not 100% block, so any of my normal strategies don't really work. And when I do get 100% block shield later, spoiler, those strategies don't work either.
Wait, you mean there are more shields in this game?
Yes.
How dare you spoil that?
I wasn't ready for this. Thanks, Dragon.
Yeah, again.
I know you're there.
Audio turned down.
Well,
God, does it hurt your ears.
yeah. Will the dragon kill the knight if you lure him down into the flame area?
I imagine he won't actually follow you that far.
He won't follow you that far. However, and I don't know this until later, if you shoot the dragon from here, because you totally can, he will eventually just breathe on this area, and if the knight is in this area...
It'll torch him.
Yes.
Huh.
Nice.
The other thing I learned right now is you don't actually have to fight that knight, you can just walk around him. So
Yeah, he kind of just looked at you across the way and said, I'm going back on patrol. I don't want to go over there.
Because the last time he came here, you looked at him crossways. Now you ain't looking at him crossways.
Oh, no, see, he's coming back. You better not be here when I get back, is all I'm saying. I'll go my own way.
Throw the magic bridle at him.
Keep going.
now that I'm done dodging that, slowly.
Not my job, I'm on the night shift.
Yep.
Now on to less challenging enemies. Like that guy you can't see.
Yeah, I saw his little soul glowy thing.
And of course the item precariously balanced on a rafter.
Of course.
Try jumping.
Jumping is useless.
Try jumping.
Plunging attack.
Secret door ahead.
Plunging attacks are occasionally useful.
Occasionally. Good.
Thank you, Josh, by the way, for demonstrating why playing offline is generally superior. Unless you really like the PvP, which a lot of people apparently do. And I can't.
I'm not sure why.
I don't know either.
Especially on PC.
Yeah.
PvP on PC is basically just inviting, please, get my ass reamed by a cheater.
I had relatively good luck with that, but it was always more of just like...
I totally believe that you're soul level 5 and have 350 strength.
Not to mention where they could permanently curse you in some way.
Yeah.
In 3, as far as I understand, it's not too bad. Unfortunately, it's kind of like in the opposite extreme, where doing something on accident will get you like thrown into what's effectively the cheater server, where the only people you encounter is other people who've been thrown in this area.
Stew among your own kind. There we go.
Yep, they are great at offering me their back.
This is my dark corner. Get out of here.
This is my crying corner.
Allow me to languish in this post-apocalyptic world. Alone.
And now to kill the other guy who's hiding behind the crates, obviously, as you can obviously see him.
Oh. Look what you made me do. I had to break my nice things to get to you.
You say hiding. I think the actual term is stuck on geometry.
No, he is legitimately like crouching there.
I was lurking,
I've
damn
been through this area enough to know that.
This is what lurking looks like.
Okay, now out into somewhere where there's actually daylight.
And very deep shadows. We can't be too daylit.
Oh, look. It's another one of your friends. Oh, that's not another one of your friends.
No,
No, he was not one of your friends.
And checking corners where there's nothing, just because.
Hey, you never know with this game.
More praying to petrified dragons.
Well, of course, they have to distract you from the ambush on the right. You know, the fun type of ambush, where they're just barely hanging off the ledge and you can't barely see them.
He's hanging off a ledge, huh?
You ever wonder how long they've been hanging there?
I mean, those must be some serious upper body strength.
What else are you gonna do in Lothric? It's either hang on a ledge or pray to the petrified dragons.
Oh, yep, see, more prayer.
Well, this is an exceedingly dangerous area, as you can see by how it looks. Especially that one guy.
Wham!
I thought all of the dragons had gone extinct or something. They need to come back at some point, or...
The ancient dragons are extinct. There's always been other dragons.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's what that other guy was probably trying to do, is turn into that nightmarish thing.
Hoo boy, more lost
Try a
plots.
ranged attack.
Look, I know that the tumor familiar is a first-party feat, but no, I'm not letting you take it.
Stars. Stars.
I gotta say, the religious pacts in this game have gotten a little extreme.
Oh, you have no idea.
I remember the dragon pack gave you a really derpy-looking dragon head, but Jesus.
So yeah, that humanity going wild thing, apparently, well, there's that.
Oh, it's the stuff from the expansion pack to the first game.
Something related to it. I mean, those things are called the pus of man.
So basically, it's related to the
Huh.
abyssal... the pus of man, you say?
Yes. Yes. A
Damn
normal
you!
crystal lizard. Thankfully, you just get the item from killing them. You don't have to pick anything up or anything. So even if they jump off a ledge, you actually get the item.
That's good.
That's
Excellent.
helpful. They were obnoxious enough already.
Yeah.
With its dying breath, it just sort of throws you the crystal with its stubby little paw.
Oh, hello.
So yeah, the route I'm taking now is to where the first 100% block shield is, because... Oh yes, that guy down there, the Winged Knight.
The neighborhood watch, really.
Yes.
Don't want to get in their way.
Yes. Simulating the ladder climbs from the other games, and later in this one, but hard. And that crossbow guy I didn't see.
Can't believe he goes to the trouble of lighting every one of his bolts on fire.
Now watch as this lost member of House Stark catches bolts with his face.
Oh, he doesn't light them on fire. They're already on fire in his sheath.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I mean, Dark Souls for you.
Yeah.
So yes. Nice little courtyard, slowly being patrolled by an incredibly fat knight. Nothing on this.
that's the safest courtyard in this city. The rest has kind of gone to shit.
Yet another crossbow guy.
At least you saw this one.
Yep.
Yeah, what I didn't see was the rest of the ambush, however. So I charged in there like an idiot.
There's always... Oh, hi.
Oh, you have fallen for the ruckus.
You came into the wrong neighborhood, boy.
And then swap, and...
Boom!
yeah. Mess up my timing completely. And not have a melee weapon when melee.
Fire is an all-range weapon.
Oh,
No, but casting a spell takes a while.
Guys, take it easy. I'm dead already.
007.
Time to go. They just kind of stride away. Time to go back to doing pull-ups.
I feel like you're potentially being generous, only giving 3 digits to the death counter.
I'll add a fourth when I need it.
It kind of resets when you reach the top.
The odometer will roll over.
I think this is me contemplating whether or not I can hit him with a fireball from here.
Come on, unleash your ultimate power.
Ultimate Power is a beginner fire spell.
Yes.
Yes. That literally is your ultimate power. You have no greater power. I guess the axe is your penultimate power.
Depending on what I'm hitting, the axe actually does more damage. Fire is a nice little range weapon.
Yeah, but an axomancer is just not as impressive.
It depends on what type of feat you can pull. I mean, yeah, swing axe is not an impressive spell. Summon axe from the sky is.
Oh, really? That sounds different.
I mean, that's not in this game either, but...
Oh, well. We're talking hypothetically then.
yes. Unintentional backstabs, the best backstabs.
It wasn't his back so much as his thigh or his ass.
Good thing you went through that to get those 3 firebombs.
That's technically progress. The ladder down continues.
Ah, okay. I was gonna say, you want the natural equivalent of what you can create already.
Yes. I mean, that's not the direction I'm going. I'm going this direction instead to pick up other stuff, but... And to meet,
Oh, hey, buddy. I was back from patrols. How's it going?
You've entered my public house.
So yes, the cousin of the Lothric Knight, the other Lothric Knight with a spear.
Lothric Knight with spear.
Hey, are you implying that all Lothric people look the same?
No, I'm implying that all Lothric Knights that are wearing Lothric Knight full plate look the same because
I'm implying that
everything is covered.
You
I'm
would say
implying
that.
that they're Batman toys, and the next Lothric Knight we're going to see has a net launcher on his shoulder.
What after that goes to space?
Yeah.
Sweet.
There's like a $300 Lothric Knight figure that's a cross between the Lothric Knight and the Joker. Oh, that man just hates that table.
It was really ruining the whole layout of the room.
So yeah, he's about as tough as the other one when it comes to just defense.
What
He's
do you expect?
Yeah, not quite as hard to fight, but I still basically have crappy starting gear. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, they've learned to shield bash a lot. So.
Yeah,
That does actually seem to be kind of the standard, at least from my experience, is that when they have the big knight types, the one with spears always seem to be easier just because spears have a way bigger wind-up.
Yeah, I mean, the reach is one thing, but generally a lot of people will get in close.
Yeah, and they don't have as big a sweep, so it's actually easier to generally get around them. Doesn't stop them from actually doing sweeping attacks, but they generally do pokes. Yeah, as you can see, I, nearly get through this one.
No. Wait, a spoiler. I was on the edge of my
you
seat.
say nearly, and then...
Yeah.
Oh, you knew he was gonna die.
I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Some people have faith.
As a matter of fact,
No,
it
he's
is
not a
time
cleric. He doesn't have
for a
faith.
death reel.
Oh.
The real attraction.
Yes.
And and now we watch. Wow, everyone lose their battle with cancer in the vicinity.
Yep. And then he just decides to hang there, and I get impatient, which is a bad thing.
Impatient and cocky. Oh, no, see, that's fire seems to be effective treatment.
Well, fire does stun him for a few seconds, and then it doesn't.
Oh no!
Bam! Snakehead.
And yeah, they do good damage.
Ding.
Yep.
Retroactive ding, I assume, unless you got teleported back there.
Well, you know.
That wasn't it.
Well, this is me just cutting to... You've seen everything before this.
Yeah.
And that's another attempt at that night.
Ding.
Does he drop his shield? Is that why he want to kill this guy? Or is the shield beyond him?
He can technically drop his shield. His shield is a great shield. I have nowhere near the strength required to use it, and I'm not using great shields on this build anyways. So, they do good damage if you actually let them hit you.
Ding.
Yeah. On those, by the way.
Look, the crying corner is serious business.
Yes.
Yeah.
The crying corner, you say.
As you are smeared across the small area, like
And
He's already dead. Stop eating it.
As I said,
humanity.
Yeah, as I said, Lothic Knights are very aggressive. Alright.
Thanks for apologizing to us. You wouldn't be forgiven otherwise. So,
at this point, I've actually developed a strategy for getting past the other knight, because you can't really sneak around him. And by that, I developed a strategy on the fly.
Oh, you also have a different shield.
Yes, I found a slightly better, still doesn't have 100% block shield. I also realized there was room off to the side.
oh well, that's handy.
Yeah, I think initially my idea was to... Yeah, that ambush was kind of obvious.
I think they're just hanging out at this point.
So my initial strategy was to wait for him to walk by, and that's not going to work. Because he turns around right in front of the door.
Hey, buddy.
That guy was just taking a nap. You're murdering a guy on his break.
What did I do wrong?
And then his foot just flies into the air. And now you're just waving his coworker's corpse at him.
Mostly yes.
This place is just depressing. But I mean, I guess that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, everyone is super undead.
That's no excuse not to have a life.
They're undead to undead.
An unlife, I guess.
So I'm fast-forwarding this because it takes forever. So my basic strategy I developed on the fly is throw a fireball at him, climb up the ladder, throw a fireball at him.
Cue yakety sax.
Put the shield down, idiot! You can climb up after him.
Lothic Knights thankfully have not learned how ladders work.
Can I take a moment to point out, I freaking love his death animation. He just kind of fell over backwards casually.
Look at him, he's all loose now. It's just finally
It helps us
relaxed.
going at like 4 times speed just to make it look funnier. Right, so now to do the rest of this area. And not die, hopefully, because I'd have to do that crap again.
Contemplating my choices.
Dark corridor or dark corridor? And by that I mean there's one dark corridor. I'm just literally looking for ambushes.
I'm gonna say the dark corridor.
Yes.
Looks like he just got up.
God, he got through the night. Oh man, this is way above my pay grade.
I didn't even want to be here today.
You know what?
Yes, the broadsword. By the way, that's the only broadsword in the game.
Oh.
There's nothing else special about it. It's just that's the only broadsword in the game for some reason.
Interesting.
You know what? I'm dead. I'm dead. It's all over now.
Well, we're gonna honor the broadsword for a while, give it some use.
I like swords better than axes, actually. Axes are slower swinging, and swords actually...
Well, swords you can actually thrust, so...
Yeah.
Good for hallways.
I tend to prefer, actually, spears in general, but I don't have access to one yet.
Yeah, considering your playstyle, I imagine you'd want to go with a spear and shield just for the reach.
Generally, yes.
The poke ability.
Silver Eagle Kite Shield.
Yes, the first 100% block shield you can get.
Sweet.
And it actually allows you to use weapon skills, which I completely forget about.
Your weapon skill is hit things. You're very good at it.
The sword weapon skill is actually a bit interesting, because it's basically two different things. Its stance, both of them are basically like super swings off of it, which can actually get... it does either a ton of stamina damage and can actually get through guards.
Hyperventilating a little bit.
Well, you know, my ponderous pace is such that I do speed up the footage.
I figured.
Either that or it's just, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt.
Especially when I'm trying to like pick apart a room full of enemies without actually dragging all of them at me at once.
Oh, damn it. Gotta get up there. Oh, he really put us all into that. So did you, with the fire to the face.
Yeah, that's me forgetting to switch to a sword.
God.
And that's why I like swords, they swing quick.
These guys are especially tall.
Yeah, the axe guys and the halberd guys are taller than the other ones for some reason.
Some kind of race of giants, Dark Souls.
Those aren't giants.
I've seen giants. They've got but
they're reverse pygmies.
These guys are in some weird kind of state.
And axe guy number 2 in this room, because there's a lot of these tall guys in here for some reason. Yeah, that's the reason why I don't really consider these dangerous. They're slow as hell. You can body dodge by just backing up.
Another raw gem.
Yes.
You're in the tavern on stage.
Thereby kind of making that crystal lizard you killed earlier pretty worthless as far as reward goes.
Yeah, sort of, because you don't generally need many of those. I mean, this is actually a caster build, and my options right now are raw, fire, and something something else. Raw actually gives me like a higher attack power. I do it on a weapon later, as a matter of fact, because it actually gave me a higher attack power than my stats, because they're limited at a certain point. Also, going between gems is easy, because you can literally just put another gem on top of it, and it will be the new enchant rather than the old one. This is me realizing that that debris in the hallway was just blocking my way to another path, where I can go down here and get this chest with
a straight sword.
Yes, the store straight sword, which will replace the broadsword from now on.
Oh, poor broadsword.
It's pretty much in all ways better.
Yes. The only clause on it is it had a faith requirement, which I already have because I started as a pyromancer, so...
Right.
Yes.
Behold my techniques! I have done this sword form 1,000 times.
Yes, me slowly, and by that I mean quickly practicing with the sword, and then... Again, halberd guys are a joke.
Yep.
Who else wants some?
And then to get the last item in this area, which is guarded by a dog, because they want to terrify you. A cell key, which will be important later.
A what now?
A cell key.
Oh, like the mythological Selkie?
No. C-E-L-L space K-E-Y.
Not sure what that means, but we'll find out. Oh, sell key. Oh, God. I can't spell
A key
right
to a cell, yes.
Are we doing a bit?
I almost think we
No,
are.
that was me legitimately having a brain fart.
Seriously, things that come out of your mouth. It's like channeling dead crazy people.
And then I finally realized there was a fire. There was a bonfire here,
the
which was saving a ton of time from running through that area with the train.
Oh, fantastic.
Joy.
Attack night shot.
Yes, this area has a decent amount of Titanite shards, so you can upgrade the weapons you don't care about. Right. So join us next time when we continue going through, well, the rest of this area, and maybe fighting the boss, maybe not, I don't remember.